Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. Today we are doing our quickfire Game Week 14 preview. Let's jump straight into the hot topics. You're here with Mick and Joff. Special one, Tottenham assets. Are we jumping on board, Joffy boy?
I think maybe. I think there's a good chance that someone like Sonny Boy or even Serge Aurier, he's another one that's actually a really good value pick as well. And potentially Harry Kane. These guys all of a sudden got some returns in that last game. And what about yourself, man?
I've already actually brought Son in this week. I made an early transfer
Ooh,
after the
bombshell.
finished. I just love his stats. I love Mourinho. I love that he's literally second in the league for goal attempts in the last 4 game weeks.
Son,
You
yeah.
can't beat that. I can't go past that. So I've plumped for him. I had the money. I had the exact money to go mount to Son. I think he's going to become an essential player in a lot of FPL managers teams very, very soon. So I'm just getting on board early.
No, I like that. And he's got 21 points in his last 2 game weeks. So someone to definitely keep an eye on. And Harry Kane, 3 goals in his last 2 games, including the Champions League. So who knows what he can do if he can rediscover under Mourinho as a big focal point striker.
Absolutely. Well, we know Mourinho is actually, he's historically he's great with big forwards. He knows how to get the best out of big forwards. We're thinking of the likes of Didier Drogba, Diego Milito, these kind of big forwards, and Harry Kane's a big forward. So I'm interested to see what he can actually achieve with Harry Kane at the helm.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. All right, we'll move on to Leicester's value team, Mick. It's just getting a bit crazy now, isn't it? They're just so valuable.
It's hard not to own 3. I brought in Maddison last week, and it's still between Maddison and Tielemans. It's still a hard choice. You could even throw Perez in there if you want to be a little bit crazy, a little bit adventurous. But obviously, Vardy's a mainstay. We both own Vardy.
Oh, yeah.
We both own Soyuncu. But owning it's that third, the third Leicester asset that's the hard decision, I think.
There's just so much choice. You've even got like risks, like you said, Perez and Barnes. Like these guys are potential risks as well, which they're not bad. That's not it's a bad risk, these guys are performing as well. So yeah, Maddison Tielemans is obviously the best of the 3 as well. Because Vardy, if you don't own him, you get him. Like this guy's in ridiculous. He's on a tear, as you would say, Mick. He is on a tear. This guy is just performing week after week after week. And I'm probably going to captain him this week. Let's be honest. At home to Everton, who Everton just lost 2-0 to a Norwich team that he can't buy a win lately ever since that City game. It's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, man, Leicester.
Yeah, absolutely. Just quickly on Maddison, he's created the most chances in the league in the last 4 game weeks, equal with De Bruyne on 15 chances created.
Wow, it's big.
I'm expecting some big points from him against the Everton Merseyside. They look pretty poor of late. Moving on to Aguero, Sergio Aguero. I don't think I've ever spoken so negatively about Sergio Aguero in my life, but unfortunately, he's not having a good season. He just picked up an injury. Gabriel Jesus, mate, comes riding in.
Riding into your team? Nah. Look, I think he's a great shout. I think that there's no doubt about it that Jesus might enter our frame of thinking very soon because he's going to be, he's undistracted now, basically. He's going to be the number 1 striker and he's going to play 90 minutes or, there around that, for a lot of these games upcoming. So I can really see Jesus being, just being someone to think about. He's got 3 goals and 2 assists this season in the FPL. But he's lacking consistency. I think he just needs consistent minutes, Mick.
I'm going to throw out a little bit of a left wing punt here when it comes to Jesus. I think he's going to dislodge Aguero in these next 4 weeks.
Ooh.
I think Jesus becomes the City's number 1 in the next 4 weeks because he's going to he's got some tough games. So it's going to be a baptism of fire for Jesus to come in. So and if he performs, how can Pep drop him? So just remember this video because I'm calling it right now.
I like that. Just before we move on, I like that because Aguero's always the guy for the big game. Every time they play a big game, like as an FPL manager, Aguero's going to start. So I like that call, Mick. All right, we'll move on to Salah and Sterlo. Time to go.
Ah, man, this was like probably the hardest decision I've had to make in many an FPL season. Taking out 2 of the most well-known players that have performed, that they're going to perform, they're going to bag you lots and lots of points, but they're just underperforming this season so far. And it's a tough move, Joff, but we both took out Sterling.
Yeah, we did. It's something that like you said, it's hard to do. Sterling, it was time to go. I brought in Mane last week, 9 points straight away. Salah, I've still got him. I own the 2 of them, but you just don't know. I think he's got 2 goals in his last 3 and he didn't play, but I don't know. I'm standing by Salah for the time being, but yeah, if he continues going along this frame, not worth his value basically. That's what it's all about. It's about being worth your value. And lately, Salah and Sterling just haven't been worth it.
I think reference to Salah, I think Salah will come good. It's just this injury that I'm waiting on. I want Salah 100% fit because the fact of the matter is Liverpool are a much lesser team without Salah. So, when it comes to Klopp's going to inject the shit out of Salah's ankle when he needs him. Regardless of how badly injured that ankle is. So until Salah's fully fit, I'm going to stay away from him. And I kind of suggest that for others because you just don't know how much his minutes are going to get managed. I mean, we're recording this just before the Liverpool game in the Champions League, so it's going to be interesting to see if he actually plays in that.
Yeah, true. Watch this space, I suppose. But all right, we'll move on to Rashford and Lacazette, Mick. You bet.
You bet indeed, mate. I think they're literally those two players alongside Harry Kane are gonna rip up the forward template right now, which is basically Abraham, Vardy, and one other, Jimenez or Danny Ings for yourself, or someone of that ilk up front. So I think Lacazette and Rashford can both do it. Rashford looks the goods. He's quietly beating Mohamed Salah by 2 points in overall points for the season.
Pretty intense stats. I mean, Rashford's been a bit up and down this season. A couple of missed penalties and a lot of criticism because Man United just cop criticism out of their asses. It just happens, But yeah, Lacazette obviously back into the team, double straight away. It's there's so many forwards to pick from at the moment. It's actually out of control.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. But I mean, with Lacazette's a bit of more of a left field punt. I think now with Jesus being coming into the frame as well, people will probably be steering that money towards Jesus. But if you do like what Arsenal bring to the table, Laka is up front. I mean, he's the guy you go for. I think even though it's the price hike for Aubameyang is a bit much, a bit rich for me.
It's a lot, and especially someone like Lacazette. They've got Norwich away, Brighton at home, and West Ham away as well. So there's some the next three fixtures. I can see some goals from Laka as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all unfolds anyway.
Yep.
That's it. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And as you can see, we've got the 1K subscribers on YouTube. So thank you so much for the support, guys. We appreciate it. And
thanks, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate people that help share and help grow the channel. We really appreciate that because we're just trying to spread the word, spread the love, and get it out there. And obviously the Champions League videos as well. Appreciate all the support on there as well. And hope you guys are enjoying our content.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate all the likes we get and everything, spreading the FPL love out there in the community. And we're having so much fun doing this. So, we hope you're enjoying all the videos that we're putting out.
That's it, guys. Thank you.
As we say at FPL Take the Hit, always remember to stay positive.
Keep chasing them green hours, guys.
Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit, take the hit.